What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel! Welcome back to Resident Evil 0. Last time, we fought the Scorpion boss and got Rebecca out of the locked door. And in this episode, we're going to explore more of the train. Hopefully, get off this train. I don't know how we're going to get off of it, but you never know. We could technically jump off, tuck and roll. We could possibly get out of here. But first, we got to go through this crawl space. And I don't think I'd be able to do this, not because I'm fat, but because I'm claustrophobic. And what do we get on the other side? More dogs! Yes, more zombie dogs! Apparently the leeches love feasting on dog flesh. So oh, get off. So simply put them to sleep. Now you see a lot of items over there. I'm not going to pick those up just yet. I got a first aid spray, some shotgun shells, and some gasoline, but the thing I want is over here in the dog's cage. A gold ring. So what could that be for? Believe it or not, it goes back to an item that you haven't seen yet. You haven't seen the physical item yet. You know it exists, but you haven't seen it yet. I'll keep it a secret until we actually get to it. Out here in the back of the train, there's a special item right there on that wall. Right over there. So what we need to do is tell Rebecca to shove off and have her go over there to pick it up. She has a couple inventory slots open, and we'll just pull this release lever here. I don't know why we needed a cinematic for pulling a lever. Alright, Rebecca, pick it up. And what did we get? You're not going to believe this. A hookshot. You got the hookshot! Woo! Hookshot. The manual they give you, it just tells you special things like, you can only use it in specific places. Of course, you already know that by video game logic. And it can only carry certain people. It says it can only carry people of a certain weight. Of like 80 kilograms, I think it says. But it can carry both of them. No matter what, it can carry both of them, no matter what the rules say. Return to its proper location. Yeah, right. It can hook onto ladders, so that might be useful in some places. It can only lift one person at a time. Alright. Well, we will remember that. And luckily, we are both thin adults, so we can... We're under that 80 kilogram mark. So, you may not know where to use the hookshot. You have it, but you don't know where to use it. And like I said, we'll be back to get... Well, actually, let me get the gasoline, because there's something I can show here real quick. We will be back for that first aid spray and shotgun shells. Don't you worry. And if you still have the shotgun, there's some extra ammo for you. But me, I'd like to leave the shotgun there. And... Oh, pop scare! Oh, zombie! And Rebecca's going through the zombie. Alright. Kill him, more dead. Yes, kill the dead guy, more dead. And inside his freezer are bottles. And if you combine them with the gasoline... Molotov cocktails! Yes. We have explosives in this game. Sadly, not the grenades of Resident Evil 4, but they'll do. They actually have... They're really weird to use, because you'll throw them, but only to the enemy you have locked on, and it'll only burst into that, like, one section where they are. It's really weird. I'll have to show one off later. And no zombies? No zombies? Oh, Billy, come on! Oh, for some reason I was able to target there in the... Oh! Okay. So they're trying to flank us. So let's just get rid of these guys so we won't have to worry about them later. Alright. Now, into this car is where we need to use the hookshot. And you might have seen it. You might have picked up that we would eventually have to go to this place. See that window? Yep. We need to go out there. You see a broken ladder, but it won't work. So what do? We gotta use the hookshot! That was terrible. My apologies. Fire. And here we go. We get to go back on the top of the train with Rebecca. Yeah! And we get some awesome graphics, too. Oh, that looks so cool. And luckily, we don't have to, you know, turn on the power again. We just have to jump down a hole. That's a beautiful hole. How or what made that? Well, I guess this guy, but that doesn't make any sense. Well, let me make sure I can kill him here. There we go. And, believe it or not, you do not need the hookshot anymore. I mean, it's one of the greatest items in the game, don't get me wrong. Or maybe it's the greatest item in any Zelda game. But you do not need it. This is Resident Evil, you do not need a hookshot. What we need here is the jewelry box. Let's open it. And we get the silver ring. So we got rings of silver and gold. What do we need them for? I don't know. Rebecca, did you hear an orchestral sting outside the door? Me neither. So now we can actually leave this door, because if you go back, see, there's the entrance over there, and here is where Billy was. So we could not have gotten out of that door if the programmers hadn't thought, oh wait, we blocked that door. Maybe we should make it so they can get out. Alright, so let's see here. I'm on yellow from a leech bite? Really? From a leech bite. Aw, oh, come on, Rebecca, you can take more hits than that. This is only normal mode. If you ever play hard mode, you will learn to hate Rebecca and have her do, like, nothing. Because she keeps getting hit by everything and immediately going to, like, orange caution or danger. So we'll have her use that green herb. There's actually another green herb on the way down. But I do want to get this knife. I want to give it back to Billy so he has an extra weapon, since we don't have the shotgun anymore and he only has his handgun. So let's head back to Billy. Really quickly. Hopefully not being bitten by the multitude of leeches on my legs. Look at those guys. They're hungry. And here... Are you kidding? Okay, fine. Didn't want it anyway. Well, I don't think I'll come back for it. It's not that important, really. Hello, Billy. You look bored. Anyway, here's your knife back. And now we are going to go get the one item that needs the rings. Now, it was mentioned in some text earlier, so you might not know what it is. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure we actually have Billy following us. That would be kind of embarrassing. And zombies, yeah, we'll get rid of them now. Wherever they are. I'm killing things that are off screen. Yeah, anytime you want to join in, Billy, that'd be nice. There we go. Quick reload here, and then let's go get the one item I missed. Open the door. We need to go back to the conductor's room. He has that special item. In fact, he has a few special items, if you remember what we left in there. We have a fully healing herb. Now we get to show off Rebecca's amazing skill at mixing herbs. She's a pothead's best friend. Mix those herbs. Wow, I feel so healed. But in here is the more important item, the briefcase. In the text earlier from the conductor, he says, I left the card to the front of the train, you know, where I need to be, inside my briefcase, and I can't find the rings to go with it. Appears there are two holes, round objects that can go in there. So we combine it with the gold, combine it with the silver, check it one more time. What is inside? A key card? No! I don't want to play Metal Gear! No! Luckily, this is the only key card in the game. But here, we have the green herb and the red herb. And combining them together makes a fully healing item. And basically what it said in the description there for the red herb is it increases a regular herb's potency. So a green herb would do a lot more when mixed with the red. So basically whenever you see a red and green together, you always want to mix them. You don't ever want to use a green by itself. I mean, if you don't need it and you have some extra greens, go ahead, but whenever you have a red and green, always mix them. You get a free, fully healing item from that. And now, we have a card reader over here. And I love how it took it out of our inventory, but it still wants to ask us if we want to throw it away. Of course we want to throw it away. You already threw it away.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
What happened?
I love how it doesn't show a cutscene of Rebecca and Billy just looking at each other and going, "What the fuck was that noise?" They're just looking at the door going, "Huh, did you hear something?" "No." "Okay." "Oh, look, more dead bodies." They just don't give a shit. It's so funny. Alright, we finally made it to the front of the train. We gotta ask whoever's driving to stop the train.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
Whenever there's a survival horror game, if it has a train, it will crash. Alright, the brakes. There are 3 things you need when activating the brakes. You need a card, you need someone in the back to insert a code, and you need someone in the front. And you always want Billy to stay behind.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. You stay here and apply the brake when ready.
Okay. Rebecca,
Huh?
don't screw up, okay?
I won't.
Really, you don't need Rebecca to go to the back, but to get a special cutscene, you do. Biggest mistake anybody can make. And by the way, there are some handgun bullets there. You always want to get this card here. My first time playing, I missed this. I went all the way to the back of the train and died because I didn't have the card. Anyway, 30 handgun bullets just laying there on the ground. One of them's hidden, one of them's in plain sight. You want to have 2 inventory spots open if you're playing along with me. That way you can pick up those shotgun shells and the first aid spray on the way to the back of the train. Now you see why I did it. Now, most of the enemies on the way back to the train, you can skip. Like these guys that are about to get up. Forget about them. You don't have to worry about those guys. They're not going to do anything. They're still trying to get up by the time I'm going through this door. Now, something really interesting about some of the enemies in this next room, or the enemy, since... Oh my gosh, the corpse got up! And the other corpse got up! Watch this. Later, dude! If you let him walk just a little bit, because I found out the hard way, if you run immediately behind him, he will catch you. But basically most of the zombies, if you killed most of them in the 2 main cars, you will have no problem, because there should be about 3. There wasn't 3 last time. Well, no worries. So, oh, 4! Now we got a challenge. So let's just kill these guys, kill these guys, kill these guys. Oh my gosh, get away from me. There's 1. I think I'll keep shooting. I've got 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I love how since there was no one driving because the guy died because of leeches. Oh, jeez! Ah! No, 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 no! Get off, get off! Shake that control stick. Get them off. And no, don't worry about the rest. I love how the person who was driving the train got killed by leeches, and then, you know, all of a sudden nobody can drive. And it's just gonna automatically derail, and you have just that much time.
Edward! No. Stop! Don't come any closer!
You know, I'd rather watch this touching moment with this Edward than that other famous one. Anyway, Edward, he is a super zombie! He can take almost a full round of bullets to just push him over. I'd probably finish off that clip if I really wanted to kill him, and if I wasn't on a strict time limit that doesn't count down between loading screens, or when I'm in my inventory. So, anyway, skipped over that lovely scene. Just keep on going. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get to the back of the train. We gotta put on the brake, even though we got plenty of time. Plenty of time to just walk up and take these items. And I got bitten once and went from fine to caution. That's how many hits Rebecca can take. She can take about 4 hits until she's dead. She is probably one of the weakest Resident Evil characters you have ever seen. Do we have a puzzle here? Enter the card, and it'll bring up a number. It does change from file to file, so be sure to pay attention and use simple math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, 28, 32, 36. Okay. I can do math.
This is Rebecca. I have engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Now for Billy's end of the bargain. He also has to do math. But this time, you have to do it in your head! Ah! 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63? I was one off! I should be good at math in my head. Simple 1, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 67. There we go.